Hello Pirates! Today we're looking at the final topic in Hominid Evolution, and that final topic in evolution is Hominid Evolution. So today we're going to take some quick notes on hominids. You guys want to explore the videos and websites provided and then make a cladogram for the hominids. So starting with Hominid Evolution, the main thing that you guys want to understand is what exactly is actually trending in hominids. So what do we see happening to hominids over time? First we got to really understand that with hominids that we are in the primate family. So we follow and have a lot of traits in comparative anatomy and characteristics and DNA in common with other primates. So what do we have in common with these primates is we are all mammals. We all have binocular vision. And binocular vision means that your eyes are located on the front of your face and it gives you a good depth perception. So this really allows for depth perception because you have, two eyes layering two images together. So it gives you guys good depth perception. So both eyes on the front of your face. Your arms rotate, so you have a rotator cuff. So at the head of your humerus, you have a rotator cuff, and that rotator cuff allows your arm in the socket joint of your shoulder to move. So you guys have rotator cuffs, and we share this with other primates. Opposable thumbs, which sure are nice to have as I'm writing, opening doors. And we have well-developed brains. So these are things that are characteristic of the primates family. Now, with our primate characteristics, when you look at ourselves and compare us to other primates, you can see our anatomy and you can see those similarities in our anatomy and our bone structures. Now, some of the things that we have that are different are going to be the shape of our spine. So because we're fully upright, we have this S curve in our spine. Where when we look at the other primates, they have a C shape. So you can see like the C shape in their spine allows them to be more, they're going to be more straightforward. They're not going to have that same curvature that allows us to walk upright and gives some shock absorption for our movement. The other thing that you're going to notice is proportion of arm length. When you look at some of these species that we say like knuckle around, they use their arms for movement. They have larger hands and longer arms in ratios to their body length. An additional thing that's different is the location of the foramen magnum, which is the hole at the base of the skull. Our foramen magnum is right at the base of our skull, going right into the center, where on these other species it's headed into the back of the skull a little bit further. But for us, it's right straight up and down. All right, so when did we branch off from these other species? Because certainly we do share a lot in common. When we look at other primates, and I'm just going to put a break in our timeline here, we break off from the lemurs, the lemurs and tarsiers break off from our primate lineage about 58 million years ago. So 58 million years ago, we see the lemurs and tarsiers branch off, and these are like the characters on Madagascar, like King Julian and that little fuzzy guy. King Julian's a lemur, his little buddy is a tarsier, the one he's always trying to get rid of. All right, 35 million years ago, this is when the monkeys branch off. We see the apes branch off from our lineage about 23 million years ago. So this is when the apes branch off. And then we branch off, like our branch begins with the hominids. So we are hominids. And hominids branch off about 6 million years ago. Okay, so when you guys see this idea that humans evolved from monkeys or apes, that is a misconception in evolution. We share common ancestry, but we are not from the same lineage. At some point, monkeys branch off. At some point, 23 million years ago, apes branch off, and then we have our own line. So at some point, we have a common ancestor, and those are our closest ancestors, but we certainly did not evolve directly from apes or monkeys. That's a common misconception. All right, what does it mean to be a hominid? Because if you are a hominid, you want to know what it is. When we look at hominids, there are over 20 species of hominids that we know have existed over time. So in the last 6 million years, there have been more than 20 species of hominids that have existed. What it means to be a hominid, it means that you are upright walking. So we are upright walking. And we walk on 2 feet. And that means that we are bipedals. So we are bipeds. So we are a bipedal species. We are bipedal mammals, upright walking on 2 feet. So bipedal primates. See, these other primates, they still use their knuckles to move around to some extent. All right. If there have been 20 species of hominids that have existed, you guys might look around and say, well, geez, I'm the only hominid that I know of. Who are these other 20 species? How do we know they existed? And what in the world did they look like? How we know they existed is, well, just like the same way we know dinosaurs and other things existed, we know about them from the fossil record. So when we look in the fossil record, we have found many hominid fossils, and these hominid fossils are found in Africa. So most hominid fossils are found in Africa, or though some of the more recent species we have evidence of in Europe and Asia and India and North America and South America. But the earliest hominid fossils are found in Africa in the Great Rift Valley, and this starts our human history. And so with these, I'm going to have you guys, you want to watch the video about Lucy. Lucy is one of the most complete hominid fossils that we've ever found. And Lucy's species, Australopithecus, lived 3.2 million years ago. All right, and she is very important as a hominid fossil because she shows that the trait to be bipedal evolved before a large brain. So you guys want to watch the video on the discovery of Lucy and look at how she shows that bipedalism evolved before having a large brain. So bipedal came first. Another famous fossil find is the Laetoli footprints, and these footprints are in Laetoli, Tanzania. So here you have a picture of them. The Laetoli footprints, they show us not only that humans during this time were bipedal, but it also shows us that these early hominids had social systems. And how they know these footprints show social systems is that not only do we have one set of feet here, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's the feet, like left, right, walking through the mud. And then we have another individual walking along. So here's another one, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then there is a third set of prints inside of these prints. So someone else hopped along and jumped in the other prints, just like a child would on the beach. They also think that the larger individual was carrying something because the prints are heavier. And again, I can link you guys to a video link that gives you a little bit more detail on the Laetoli footprints in Laetoli, Tanzania. So both of these provide us with evidence of those early hominids. All right, so what's trending in hominids? Trending being bipedal. So it's trending to walk on 2 feet. What else is trending over time in hominids? Increasing brain size. We are getting larger brains. And the last thing is jaws. When you look at the skulls, our jaws are getting smaller. So we're seeing a decrease in jaw size. Now what you guys want to do is you want to take your little, answer the questions at the bottom, and then you guys want to take your cladogram challenge and you guys want to set these up in a cladogram. So set up the lines, cut these out and put them in order, watch the videos, look at the websites, and just kind of get lost in understanding our human history. It's very interesting. Hope you guys have a good day. Reach out with any questions.